Hey, GM fam, welcome in. Trying to get everything set up here still. Per usual, we're getting rocking and rolling though. Today we're going to be talking about security best practices in Web3 gaming. So stay tuned for that. Going to be going over all things wallet, security, best practices, what to do if something does happen, all that in case of something that could potentially happen to any of us. You sign the wrong transaction and things can go downhill real fast. This was spurred mainly from, I've gotten requests and feedback around this before, and unfortunately just haven't had the time to create anything around it yet. But now that I'm doing these weekly or daily during the weekday, we'll call it weekday show again, I figured what better use of my time than this to address something as important as this. So I'm going to get my screen shared here. 1 second. And get that up here. And specifically what I'm talking about is I saw the other day, yesterday, that one of the SandFam members that everyone knows and loves, Waypax, um, unfortunately got hacked somehow, some way, and lost sandbox land, dozen of avatars. They unstaked his sand and sent it somewhere else. So, unfortunately, he suffered lots of losses through this attack, and this just really pushed me to get in here and start talking about some of the security stuff that maybe I take for granted, but I think it would be good just to cover. So that's mainly what we'll be focused on today on this stream. And if you guys have any questions along the way, obviously shout them out, drop them in the comments if you're watching the replay, and share this with a friend if you think it'll be helpful. I think it will. So let's I've been thinking about this since yesterday, basically, and I've been trying to come up with what I think would be the best approach for this. I did just spur of the moment. If I scroll back here, spur of the moment, I tweeted out this in regards to Waypax's attack, and I truly do hate when I see this happen. And these were the first three things that popped into my mind. Get a hardware wallet, use wallet guard extension, and use revoke.cash on a regular basis for one, and also as just like good wallet hygiene. But also you can use revoke.cash in case of an attack. It won't always help. It depends on what got compromised and what the hacker has from you. But sometimes revoke.cash will help, specifically maybe if you signed a transaction and you're like, oh shit, I don't want that transaction to be signed. You can go into revoke.cash and remove the signature or deny access, or something along those lines. We'll get into it more, and I'll read into the technicalities of what it actually is and isn't doing. But I think it'll be something that'll be good to address. But first and foremost, and like I said, this all like has like an asterisk next to it, because there's multiple different ways that you can get attacked and hacked in this space. But I think I'm going to try and shine a light on some of the obvious, in my eyes, ways to help stay safe. I personally, knock on wood, have never suffered a hack or attack on myself, and I believe that some of the things that I do naturally inside this space now that I've learned throughout the years have helped me do just that and stay safe and not suffer from unfortunate attacks and hacks. So let's just cover for the start of this anyways, we'll just cover some of the things that I do, that I just maybe take for granted but want to fill you guys in and keep you guys in the loop about. And then we can take questions if there's questions along the way. But GM Nazman, welcome in everybody wherever you're tuning in. If you're catching this live on Twitch, YouTube, or X, or if you are catching the replay on X or YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any comments and you're catching the replay, drop those down below. I read all of them, and if there's anything else that you would like more clarity on, or me to dive deeper into, or just other questions, feel free to drop any of those below. But let's get on into it kind of today. So we have this was my response to what happened to Waypax when he got hacked and lost sandbox land, dozens of avatars, sand, and others stuff as well. I know he's losing some USDT and all kinds of stuff was going on. So let me take a sip of my protein shake. Get it all over my beard. Beers are great, but they also catch all your food. So diving into this, my first immediate response was to get a hardware wallet. For those of you that don't know what I mean by hardware wallet, the best example and the one that I point people towards, although there are other options out there, and I expect there to be other options in the future, but one of the ones that I've used for a long time, basically since I got into this space, is Ledger. So Ledger is a well-known crypto hardware wallet brand company in the Web3 space, and they have great products in my mind. They do exactly what they need to do. Nasman says flavor saver for later. Exactly. Long-lasting flavor with the beard and mustache combo. But Ledger is a hardware wallet company, and these hardware wallets, you can see them pictured here on the right. I have one plugged into my computer right now. Actually, you can see right here. So this is how big it is in real life compared to like my finger. It's about the size of a finger, depending on how big your hand is. But that is the Ledger in real life, or you're seeing it on the screen as well. And basically what these do is they add an additional step of security to your wallet. So instead of being able to sign a transaction from anywhere, you must have this wallet, this hardware wallet with you, connected to where you are having the transaction sent through, and actually approve it with that hardware wallet as it's wired or connected into the device that you're using. So that makes it a lot less likely that your wallet can be compromised, especially if you're worried about like somebody getting into your wallet and then signing transactions on your behalf. This really does stop that from being a possibility. But the thing about hardware wallets that I will point out is that you can still sign bad transactions that are going to lead to draining of your wallet, all that stuff that we want to avoid. So although hardware wallets are a crucial excuse me, let me take a drink. Although There is something in my throat. LOL. I see Nasman's comment. That's what she said. Excuse me. I keep keep putting myself on mute, so at least you guys don't have to listen to it. But man, I just have something like caught just like right in my throat. It's weird, but I think we're good now. Um, but Nasman also asked, got any Ledger giveaways or discount codes? I wish I did. Maybe in the future, though, if you're watching this Ledger, I would love to help spread the word about hardware wallets and why people need them and provide giveaways and codes. That would be dope. But beyond setting up a hardware wallet, which we're not going to get into right now anyways, maybe down the road we can cover that on exactly how to set up your wallet. But it does come with, whenever you purchase one of these, you'll have instructions provided that walk you through exactly how to do it and get everything set up. It's super, the process that the onboarding experience that Ledger provides to a new user, I believe, is really, really good, and something that shouldn't be understated. So starting with a Ledger is always my recommendation. I think it's a great intro to hardware wallets. I'm sure there's other hardware wallets out there that maybe some people recommend for more advanced reasons, but the Ledger is a great option if you're just getting a hardware wallet set up for the first time. Or like me, I've been using it for 4 years and it's suited exactly what I needed it to do. So yeah. But beyond what the Ledger can do with preventing, like I explained, transactions being signed that are not approved by you specifically have to have your physical hardware wallet in your hand and approving it when you're sending a transaction. Another step that you want to have in your arsenal is going to be Wallet Guard. You can see the Wallet Guard extension right up here. I'm going to click on it and just open up my dashboard. But we got the Wallet Guard dashboard opened up now, and I don't have anything connected because I'm not signed into MetaMask or anything. But if you were signed in, and we can probably do that here in a second, this is what you would see. But dashboard, or excuse me, Wallet Guard dot. Let's see what their website actually is. WalletGuard.io. What does that do for us? Nope. Wallet Guard. I mean, WalletGuard.app is their app. Okay, just use WalletGuard.app. Wallet Guard, WALLET Guard, GUARD.app, APP, and then you can get this added to your browser. It is a Google Chrome extension, and protect your wallets. It's the most advanced open source browser extension that identifies scams and wallet drainers before they interact with your preferred wallet. So this is what I use, and you've seen it pop up throughout my streams if you've been watching my shows in the past. But essentially what happens is you get this pop-up that pops up before you interact with your MetaMask wallet, for example. So whenever you are about to sign a transaction, Wallet Guard pops up, checks out what transaction it is, and then something to this effect will pop up if what you're about to sign seems dangerous or for sure is dangerous, and you're going to want to look into it more. Like if you see dangerous, this website is a suspected wallet drainer, definitely do not proceed anyway. Or if you do, proceed with extreme caution. You better double and triple check that you know what website you're interacting with, and even then I would be cautious. There are other levels of warnings that you'll get, and some of them are just because the wallet guard, maybe for example, yesterday we were minting a mineral monarch and it popped up, and I think it said something along the lines of potentially dangerous. And that is because it doesn't have enough data on that website or enough user feedback on it, but it's seeing what's happening, which is you're approving, you have to approve sand to get withdrawn from your wallet. So you are approving something to get withdrawn, and it it doesn't see that you're getting anything in return on that first step. So it is a little suspicious about that. But then whenever you go on to sign the next transaction, which is minting the avatars, then it's totally fine. So I think if there was more people that had used it, they would be flagged as a vetted website, and you wouldn't even see that notification. But either way, definitely pay heed to any notifications that come up. But I highly recommend installing Wallet Guard onto your browser, whatever browser you use to do crypto. I would add this Wallet Guard extension as well. And this is a step further, but something that I don't think is a bad idea if you are in a situation that you can do this, is to have a computer that is designated specifically for Web3 crypto stuff, and only do crypto Web3 related stuff on that, and keep it completely clean. Don't install anything other than the necessities of what you want, like the Wallet Guard extension, MetaMask extension, whatever your wallet extensions are, but don't install anything else. Don't click on suspicious links or be susceptible to any kind of scams and viruses and stuff. So like that's like the extreme approach, and these are all steps in the intermediary that will allow you to be safer than you were if you weren't doing those. But you're still like, there's always going to be a potential, and even when you are to that extreme level, and the closer you get to that extreme level, the less potential of risk there is. But there always will be a level of risk when interacting and doing stuff in the crypto Web3 world, just because of the decentralization of everything, and how you are the custodian of your assets. So it's all on you to make sure that you're being secure. It doesn't fall back on like a bank, for example, that is in charge of making sure that their security is tight and things can't happen to your funds on accident, kind of thing. It all falls onto you now in the crypto world. So you do need to take some extra steps that you maybe are not familiar with or used to having to take in the past, because you were always using a traditional banking method. But now, moving into the crypto world, this is super important to be paying attention to. And so the first two staples, in my opinion, are going to be getting a hardware wallet and using hardware wallets as your wallet. And then also using Wallet Guard as your extension for wherever you're using those wallets, so that you know what the transactions that you're interacting with are good. So the reason I set these two up in place in tandem is because the hardware wallet prevents your wallet from getting taken over by somebody else and being used without your approval, because you have to physically approve every transaction with that hardware in real life physical device in your hand that's connected to the computer that's signing the transaction. So that's step one. But then there is still the user error in there that you could potentially sign a transaction that is malicious. And to prevent that, you put Wallet Guard in place. And Wallet Guard, obviously, there's still both user error and technology error. So you can't trust that Wallet Guard's gonna catch everything, but it does catch way more than if you weren't using it. And it makes you think about what you're doing every single time before just going through and clicking buttons and not knowing exactly what's going to happen. It lays it out there and really shows exactly what the transaction is doing and what you're signing. So getting that in place so that you are less likely to sign a malicious scam transaction is why you set up Wallet Guard. So those two in tandem are the most important. Beginner starting out or veteran that has just been lazy and needs to do this. Everyone should be doing this. But this is what you should do right from the beginning, in my opinion, is set up that hardware wallet and get a extension like Wallet Guard installed onto your browser so that you have both of those in place right from the get-go. And I can do, if you guys have requests for deep dives into any of this, I can do that in the future. Just let me know in the comments or the chat if that is something that you'd be interested in, and I can do more of a long form tutorial on both Ledger / hardware wallets and also Wallet Guard and these types of extensions. Both could be longer form videos if that is something that you guys would enjoy and think you could use. What up, Vox? Welcome in, Vox Machina. How are you doing? Hope you've been good. We are just going over some best practices when it comes to crypto security. Unfortunately, this has been spurred to my attention again as of a recent attack that took place on WAPAX. So sorry to see this. It's always sad when you see something like this happening, but I wanted to address this incident and kind of cover some of the basics that I think everyone should be doing, but probably aren't, and cover those on today's stream. So just going over some of the basics that come to mind, and then after we get some of those basics covered, then we will kind of we can dive deeper into anything if anyone has specific questions, or I can just kind of keep kind of going down the rabbit hole of security and seeing where things go. But long story short, WAPAX got hacked, lost sandbox land, avatars, sand, USDT, all kinds of stuff. So bummer to see, but you do love to see the community rally around and give their support. I'm not seeing all of the comments. Here we go. But tons of comments rolling in. Pickaxe Master stepping up and acknowledging that this sucks and offering up a 1x1 for them so that they can participate in the Builders Challenge like they were planning on doing. So I absolutely love that and stoked to see Pickaxe Master being such a great community and member of the community at the same time. So shout out Pickaxe Master, and very, very awesome, and all kinds of other support rolling in that you love to see. There's Vox Machina right there, Cold Cuts, everyone just feeling it feels bad. Like I said, this, knock on wood, has never happened to me, but I feel it every time I see it happen to somebody else. I've seen it ever since I got in this space over and over and over again, and it's a bummer. So we're trying to help y'all do things differently to make sure that this happens less and less to you and your friends. So if you are getting value from this, make sure you like, repost, tag a friend below if you think this would help them. We just covered basically my initial 2 recommendations for anyone in the crypto Web3 gaming space is to set up your wallet as a hardware wallet, and you can set up multiple wallets with a ledger, or you can get multiple ledgers. It's up to you how secure you want to take this, but set up your wallets as hardware wallets, and then also set up in tandem wallet guard, which is going to assist you in making sure that you are not signing malicious transactions and getting your wallet drained, which nobody wants to have happen. So those are the two main things that everyone should know about. And then I think the third thing to kind of wrap up and complete this full circle tweet of my top 3 security tips is I want to bring everyone's awareness to revoke.cash, which is a website that you can use. So if you go to revoke.cash, that brings you here. And revoke.cash, let's just read through it because they're going to do a better job of explaining it than I will. So maybe we'll read slash even listen and see what this video says. But take back control of your wallet. When using dApps like Uniswap or OpenSea, you have to grant them permission to spend your tokens in NFTs. This is called a token approval. If you don't revoke these approvals, the dApp can spend your tokens forever. Take back control by revoking your approvals. And we'll go ahead and we'll play this and see if is there audio? Okay, there isn't any audio. It's just going to show us. So you connect your wallet, you get connected, you choose what network of transactions you want to revoke. You can filter and sort by all kinds of different types, and then you see all of your approvals. You can revoke by clicking the button on the right there. And it's as simple as that. So we'll go right there. Oh, this will work. Maybe. Yeah. That's a good view. So whenever you get connected, up on the top, I know it's a little blurry, but up in the top right is where you can toggle between the different chains. So if you're on Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, whatever you're trying to revoke, wherever it is, you can change chains up there. And then you'll see all of your different approvals. And then you can go through and see the approved amounts right there in that column, the value at risk. So it tells you how much you're risking. So it might be good to go through and for sure get rid of the ones that do have high values on them. If there's 0, I wouldn't really worry about it too much because it's probably not going to matter, and you'd still have to you have to pay gas every time you revoke something. So keep that in mind. But it's better to revoke things than lose this, just in case you're just trying to save on gas. But then you just go to the button on the right there and you click revoke, approve the transaction, and then your approval is no longer approved, and you don't have to worry about losing whatever it was approved to take. So the reason that I bring revoke.cash up is revoke.cash is a good tool to use as far as wallet hygiene goes. That's what I would like to call it, is wallet hygiene. So just keeping your wallet in good, secure condition and not having a bunch of approvals out there that could potentially lead. Most of these things won't, because you're most likely interacting with trusted sites and whatnot. But it is good practice to go back and remove these, at least the ones that are high value risk, remove those approvals if you're not using them on a consistent basis, and just approve it again whenever you do need to do something that approval is needed for. But that's what revoke.cash is great for, is the hygiene of your wallet. But also, if you are in a predicament and you believe that you signed an approval transaction, if you signed up an approval transaction that you now believe is malicious and is draining your wallet, head on over to revoke.cash ASAP and get that approval revoked fast. Like that would be my number one recommendation. This is not by any means going to be the solution to every single hack. That there's so many different types of hacks and malicious attacks that can happen, but this is going to do a good job of saving you from losing all of your assets if you signed a transaction that you actually realize you shouldn't have, and you don't want to have it be approved anymore. This is the easiest way to stop that in its tracks. Unfortunately, a lot of times those attacks are very fast acting. They're usually ran by bots. So as soon as they get in, they start getting to work immediately. So the faster you can do it, the better. But goddamn, some of the bots are just so fast. It's unfortunately a lost cause sometimes. But I do just recommend using Revoke Cache on a regular basis to go through and see what you do have approved at least, and decide if you do want to revoke some of those approvals. And also as a fail-safe, I don't know if fail-safe is the right word, but as an option, if you do get exploited, that you can use to potentially save some of your assets. This is definitely a place that I would go to just see what I have approved recently, and if any of those seem like the culprit to why I am losing my assets. That's where I would go. But like I said, this is definitely not a fix-all step if you're getting hacked, unfortunately, but it is something to at least have awareness around, which is why I wanted to bring it up. But let's go through this just a little bit more and see why you should use revoke.cache. Use revoke.cache periodically. It is always good to limit your approvals whenever you are not actively using a DApp, especially for NFT marketplaces. This reduces the risk of losing your funds to hacks or exploits, and can also help mitigate the damage of phishing scams. Use revoke.cache after getting scammed. Very often, scammers try to trick you into granting them an approval to your funds. Sort your approvals by most recent to find out which approvals are to blame, and revoke them to prevent further damage. Unfortunately, it is not possible to recover funds that have already been stolen. That is the unfortunate case, but like I said, use revoke.cache if you are in the process of being scammed and it's already happened. You've signed something that you think caused it. Go revoke that immediately. And number 3, use the revoke.cache browser extension. Prevention is better than mitigation. The revoke.cache browser extension warns you when you're about to sign something potentially harmful. This can save you from phishing scams by making you think twice about what you're doing. So this is just another option as far as browser extensions go. I personally have not even tried revoke.caches, so I don't have an opinion one way or the other, but I really like Wallet Guard, and I've heard great things about them as a team and what they're doing. So that's kind of why I use Wallet Guard. Welcome in, Raiders from Sandbox. Thank you for the raid. And what's up, everybody? Shout out to Sandbox for the raid. GM, Cyber Dragon. Was this your stream? I believe it was. What were you guys working on? Welcome in, everybody. We are here right now. We're talking about revoke.cache, but overall, what we are covering today on stream that you guys missed earlier, that I will summarize for you, because I think it's important for all of you guys to hear and think about, is some of my best practices around security in the crypto Web3 gaming world. So we're just covering a few of those. Unfortunately, if you guys did not see on the timeline recently, where is it? Waypax, one of our SandFam friends, got hacked yesterday and lost a bunch of Sandbox stuffs, lost land, avatars, sand, all kinds of stuff, unfortunately. Sad to see it every time it happens. And I said, I need to really take some time to cover this. I've been saying I want to cover it over and over again and just don't ever get around to it. So I was like, why don't I just use one of these morning streams to do just that? So that's what we're covering here. And to quickly recap what we've gone over already. I'll probably chop up what we've gone over already and turn it into a little overview video of Web3 security. But to give you guys an overview of what we went over, I basically have addressed what I said in this tweet, which was my initial just first reaction thoughts, and I still think they're good thoughts as as I'm going through it. But my top 3 security tips for anyone in this space are to get a hardware wallet, use Wallet Guard extension or another extension that does similar things, and also to be aware of revoke.cache and how to use it in case of an attack, and also how to use it just as good hygiene for wallet management. So that is what we're going over here. We just kind of wrapped up giving an overview of revoke.cache, but I'll quickly go over these 3 as an overview, and you can either watch the replay if you want to learn deeper about any of these, or request. I also mentioned request down in the comments or in the chat if you're tuning in live. If you would like to see a longer form deep dive into any of these topics, I think at some point it would be a good idea to do a longer form deep dive into hardware wallets, how to set them up, like specifically go through all the steps, why you need it, all that stuff. Just have a good overview, step by step of that, and then also Wallet Guard included in there as well. But for those of you that aren't aware, on screen right now you can see that this is ledger.com, and Ledger is one of the leading Web3 hardware wallet companies out there. And on screen you can see one of their types. I have one here as well in person plugged in. This is how big they are in real life. But the thing that I want to educate about here is that I believe if you're doing anything with any amount of substantial value, you should be using a hardware wallet. If you're just doing, I don't know, chump change, depending on who you are, chump change can be different things. But if it's like $100 or less, typically I'm not too worried about for sure using my hardware wallet, but typically I do anyways. I have one hot wallet that I use for some gaming stuff that really has no value in it, but just makes it easy so I don't have to take out my hardware wallet. But anyways, I think for the most part, everyone should be using a hardware wallet, and they're super easy to set up. I was saying Ledger makes it super easy to get set up on. If you've never used one, they have a good walkthrough on exactly how to do that, and I should make one as well, just to help you guys out even more. But basically what a hardware wallet does is it prevents your wallet from being taken ransom and used without your approval. So the way that it does that is that you have to have the physical Ledger hardware wallet, this bad boy right here, in your hand and connected to the device that you're signing a transaction on in order to approve that transaction through your wallet. So that's the risk that this addresses, is that transactions being approved not on your behalf. So that's what this stops and is good for. It's super important in my opinion. The thing that you should still take into consideration is the fact that you could still sign transactions that are malicious. So that's why I like to couple my hardware wallets with a solution like Wallet Guard. Wallet Guard is an extension for your browser, and what it does is it reads every transaction that you're about to sign, and it tells you if it thinks it's dangerous or if there's anything that you should be thinking about or skeptical about, and it really walks you through and shows you exactly what that transaction is doing. And then if you feel comfortable with what it's telling you it's doing, then you can hit proceed, or proceed anyway in this case, because it's telling you it's dangerous and you're proceeding anyway, and things could happen. And then once you decide what to do based off of the Wallet Guard's recommendations, then it brings you to your actual wallet, and that's where you then can sign the transaction, and that's where you would need to take out your hardware wallet. After WalletGuard says that it thinks it's safe, you would then take out your hardware wallet and approve the transaction on there. And that's the 1-2 punch on web3 security that I think everyone should have set up in place, is a hardware wallet coupled with a WalletGuard extension, so that you're really cutting down on the vulnerabilities as far as user error goes with WalletGuard, and also just preventing your wallet from being used unless you specifically approve it by using that hardware in real life device. So those are my recommendations. PGF says, do you have an affiliate? I do not. That would be a cool thing to get set up, but I am not affiliated with either of these, but would be happy to. I support both of them for sure. And then PGF also says, that's the reason the sandbox should have 2 to 3 wallets for vault, play, claims. Yeah, I mean, you definitely should be able to have different wallets inside of the sandbox. I definitely agree on that. Probably add to my Discord. You have an affiliate code for Ledger? Is it easy to get one? Maybe I should just do that then I can put it in the videos of the educational stuff that I create. But for right now, if somebody, I don't think I have one set up, so if somebody else wants to get a Ledger right now, this instant, hit up PGFs and get a code, give him a little kickback. Dan Coy in the chat. What up, Dan Coy? You have a question? Please let it fire. And I skipped over ERA's comment as well, but welcome in, ERA. It's Krafter time, baby. Get hyped. Dan Clay says, can I put one phase in 2 ledgers? I'm assuming you mean, can you put one like seed phrase into 2 different ledgers? And I believe the answer is yes, but I'm not sure. Let's see if we can figure it out, though. I'm pretty sure you can do that, but I don't want to say wrong if you can't. Let's think. Where would it probably find some information on this? We should open collaboration, see what that's all about. Let's see. Power of Google. Yeah, I was just gonna see if they had it straight up on their site, but they don't. But why did I do ChatGPT? Out of habit. I mean, we could ask ChatGPT. Fuck it. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Can you set up a single wallet on 2 separate hardware wallets using the same seed phrase? I'm just curious what it's going to say. Yes, you can set up a single wallet on 2 separate hardware wallets using the same seed phrase. Here's a detailed explanation. Let's just see if this makes sense. The seed phrase Here's a list of words. When you set up a hardware wallet, you can choose the option to restore the wallet. When you set it up for the first time, you're going to generate that seed phrase. If you restore it, choose the option to restore. Yeah. Both hardware wallets should now have access to the same wallet, meaning they will show the same address, balances, and transaction history. I mean, that all makes sense. From a security standpoint, that means there's two devices out there that can do things on your behalf. So good to take that into consideration. But as long as you're careful and have it in the right hands, I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be an issue. Dan Coy also says ChatGPT is the best tool so far. 100%. I like to I go to ChatGPT a lot now, especially now that it like can Google basically, and it can use the internet for its information. So it's just like Googling. You still do need to kind of like use critical thinking and make sure that what you're reading makes sense, and try to be, I guess, not naive, but don't just believe everything it says. But it does a really good job. Welcome in, Cozy. How you doing? Good to have you here. We're just going over to some security for Web3. If anyone has questions around security, I'm happy to dig into anything and just kind of talk about that. Otherwise, if there isn't anything else, we might shift gears and do a little building inside of the sandbox next. But I did really want to cover this because unfortunately, Waypax suffered an attack the other day and lost a bunch of stuff. And I just wanted to have this information out there. So if you're joining me now, I've covered it a couple times on this stream. You can catch the replay on Twitter or YouTube, or if you're catching the replay, perfect. But you can rewind and listen to any of that we went over. Denko is asking, did you ever use GPT for voxel images? I have used it a few times. It does a pretty damn good job with voxel images, to be honest. I don't use the images nearly as much as I probably should, but Adel Sultan in the chat over on YouTube. What up? What up? Asking what do you think about artifact metaverse? I've never heard of artifact metaverse. Should we look it up? Artifact metaverse. Artifact metaverse. Artifact is a next-gen gaming metaverse that combines the latest gaming technologies and innovative GameFi activities. Looks like those videos getting created in January. So it's been around for a little bit. Go to their Twitter. And let's go to their website. PGF says, I have both Ledger S a long time ago. Using same ledger, created 4 wallets, now just derived S Plus and Recover, and both can work with same seeds at the same time. Good to know. Now we know from our research and firsthand experience that it does work, in fact, that way. I guess I could have tested it. I do have a handful of ledgers here in front of me, but great. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And the reason I said yes, I think, is because it makes sense technically. It's like, why wouldn't that work? But I wanted to make sure that there wouldn't be like obviously it does add a layer of security risk because now there's 2 devices out there that can approve your transactions. But at the end of the day, I think that should be obvious. Now there's just 2 keys out there basically that can do to unlock things and spend things and send things from that wallet to wherever. So yeah, and you can also On like PGS points out, you can have multiple wallets that are all associated with one ledger device, so it can have multiple wallets inside of it. It doesn't have to just be one one for one kind of thing. You can have multiple stuff in there. All right, but now I'm curious. We had this YouTube comment come in about Artifact. Adel says, top GameFi project in 2024. I want you to gain an insight of this massive project, which is highly underrated. I mean, their profile doesn't look scammy or spammy at all. Just filled with a bunch of hashtags and and shit. Red flag right away is right there. Feels very, very spammy, scammy. I'm not saying it's a scam, but I would not be surprised if it's a long drawn out rug pull. Just from the looks of it. This is what rug pulls looked like back in 2020, and 2021, and 2022, and 2023. So I'm not going to spend any more time on it, to be honest. Doesn't really look like something that I would be interested in, just from what I'm seeing right now. This just looks like an attempt to pump a token that is going to launch or has launched, but could be something. Do your own research. I'm not going to worry about it though. Thanks for bringing it up though. Good luck with it. If you like it, that's all that matters. PGFs also says, I've seen hacker discovered PIN on different devices, including Trezor. Believe ledger PIN can be revealed. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by that. I wouldn't say any hardware device is uncrackable. there's probably people out there that can figure out most things if you give them enough time. But this is just one extra layer. And Cyber Dragon says, I wouldn't either. LO. Yeah, I'm good on I'm good on whatever that fake metaverse was. Sparky's here, lurking and working. Good to see you, Sparky. Adel says your mom's ass. Thanks, Adel. I think that project is ass, but good luck with it. You might get lucky. And PGS says that's why you can go to settings, security, passphrase, and create easy to remember 25th word, which is capacity sensitive. Oh, interesting. I didn't know about the 25th word. That's cool. I feel comfortable that that even that my ledger's secure enough, but even those extra steps are cool to see. All right. Well, I feel like we did a good job of covering all this hardware security stuff. All kinds of collaborations. Where are we with time? We got about an hour left to go. Thank you guys for being here. Adel, you're being quite inappropriate. I don't really appreciate it, but at the same time, enjoy your feedback. I'd fuck your mom too, probably, huh? Be nice or leave. Thanks for being here, though. If you are actually interested in the metaverse, doesn't seem like you are. Toch says, thank you for sharing some security tips. 100%. Hopefully it was helpful. Like I said, the replay has some good stuff in there. I'll try and get back there and chop it up, make it into a little overview video on a little Web3 security advice. But I think from here, where do we go? I believe we go and get into the game maker a little bit more. I want to start placing some assets and just spending a little bit of time on that. I'm just trying to make progress every day, trying to get this done and ready. I want to get it to a point where basically, okay, so I'm going to talk this out with y'all because this is basically how I see this social hub playing out. This is going to be kind of like the first camp in the metaverse that Krafter and friends set up. So this will be kind of where we stop for the first time on our metaverse adventure. It'll probably be historical, and we'll probably circle back to this map often. But this is going to be kind of just like a camping spot along our journey, and eventually we will most likely find a place to set up a more permanent stay. A little alpha, but most likely by using Magic Palette and the tools from SandRush, that we will set up a more permanent residence. But for right now, this is going to be kind of our stopping point, and where we will set up a little bit of a camp for all of you hooligans to hang out with me. This is where we will record podcast episodes from for the time being, as well as host little competitions and fun stuff for y'all to partake in, as well as having portals scattered throughout the world that will teleport you to games that I think are dope, and basically just help curate fun games for players to play. And yeah, so that's the idea of this little place. And this is just going to be kind of our, like I said, our little camp on the edge of the metaverse as we enter into and explore the vast depths that the metaverse has to offer. So now that we're done recording those videos that I may chop up into content, music in the background. You guys, I never really know. It sounds good in my ears, but I never know if it needs to be louder for you guys or what it sounds like on your end. I don't have a sound bar that tells me. Although, maybe I do. Maybe it's this. So if I go over here, okay, let's do a little sound check here. If anyone's live, I know there's people live. If you're listening right now, let's do a little sound check with me. I'm going to right now. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn up the music. Okay. Now is that loud? Like almost too loud where you can't hear me? Yep. So then if I do this, good. I wanted it to be too loud. Sorry if it was way too loud. So now if I do that, now is it down? Or is it still loud? I'm trying to figure out if this device is affecting the volume on the stream or not. Still louder than your voice. So it's not turning down. Like right now you would barely be able to hear it. Still a little loud. Like right now you wouldn't be able to hear it at all. But if you can hear, tell me this will be the test. Can you hear the music? If you say yes, then I know this is the whole thing. Waiting. Didn't notice too much of a difference. Can't hear it, but too loud. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that answers my question because I can't hear it at all. So the volume that I'm hearing is not what you guys are hearing. The volume you guys are hearing is this. Okay. So how's it right now? That's a good level. Okay. So I think what I need to do is I need to turn it up to 10. This device that I use up to 10, because then I know what it sounds like for you guys. I think that's how I do it. All right. So I think that's good. We got it. So that's a good level, says Toch. Beautiful. And thanks Nazman as well for helping out there. So now we got a little tunage in the background. Feel free to drop questions along the way, as always, fam. But let's go over to Game Maker. And again, let's try and set up shop, huh? Let's bring the van in. I think the van's gonna park here. Have you guys seen this van yet? This is one of my favorite assets that we have for the Krafterverse. Built by Biagi. Shout out Biagi. And shout out Touche Studios for working with me on a bunch of these assets and a bunch of assets in the future as well. We're going to be working with Touche Studios and Biagi and whoever else from there to get assets cranked out. Also have a little help from Feather Frogs. We got all kinds of help. If you guys want to help too, more than welcome to help, but definitely not. Whoa. A requirement at all, by all means. But this is our little space traveler podcast van. Travel around the metaverse, do interviews. A mineral monarch will never fit in there. This is true. A mineral monarch will never fit in there. Why does it go off of the screen when I click off? I don't like that. Borderless windowed is what we need. That's because that changed. I hate every time you update it, all your settings change. But yeah, a mineral monarch is definitely not fitting in there. Timo says it looks awesome though. Thanks, fam. What up, Dr. Luigi? Welcome in. Mineral monarchs can ride on top. Exactly. We'll have to figure out a way that we can all travel around together. Should we make some little space pods? And you can all travel around in your own individual space pods. We'll be a little, what is that called? A caravan? A caravan wandering around the metaverse? Or should we have bigger spaceships? What do you guys think? Individuals or big ones? We'll probably have, we will have one big spaceship as like another hub, but this is future stuff. Nasman said, isn't that a Meta Futura experience? I don't know what you're referring to. I lost context on that, but if you want to circle back, let me know. Knocking doors down. My wood pine, knocking down. I think we'll park her. I think that's a good parking spot. Let's load in and just see what it's like. I think there's bounding boxes, so you can't jump in. I don't remember though, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, which is totally fine. I don't actually want people to be able to jump in there. It's more to just see. Yeah, there's definitely bounding boxes. 1 life or 1 health. All right, so this is what we got cooking. I really like how it's kind of shaping up. Let's do a little decorating though. And why don't we? My favorite activity inside of the sandbox is decorating and terraforming. The rest is sweet, but it's probably my least favorite. Let's make a group. Group 1's just going to be whatever. Group 2 is going to rename to be Skins 1. I don't know if we'll have more than one, but this is just all the branded stuff. Barrels, beer. Look at all this stuff. We'll put a counter in there and probably let's do the duck. Okay. Then we'll go Skins 2 for this. And what did we miss? We missed drone, cushion, sword, fireplace. Plant, skin shield. Okay. Just organizing. Let's get these mugs on here. Actually, the mug should probably be with here. Fucking A. Whatever. Full, half, empty, some swords and shit. Let's get another one. Skins 3. What are we missing? Missing the potty, table, sign, tickets, trash. Got some blocks. A couple lanterns. Podium. Speaker. Table. Actually, studio. I need the table. Did we name the studio stuff? Yeah. Couch. Ashtray. Jar. White tan bricks. Lights. Sound. Oops. Grinder. Bricks. Studio tray. I think we got it all. Let's go. All right. Let's actually start with the studio stuff, huh? Out of the way. I hate my pivot points. Whenever I first started building, I didn't really pay attention to pivot points, so some of my pivot points are obnoxious, make it difficult, but put it there. Studio. Every night, late night. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Oh Lord. 0.5. All right, so like that. Grab this. That. That. What was the... Can somebody remind me what the button is to randomly rotate things? I remember there was a button. I forgot it though. I'll just do it myself. So that. Control R. Control R. Makes sense. Thank you, Fred. So got that. And then we'll set that up behind. I think we should always provide a drink for our guests. Control R. Beautiful. Beautiful. Pull this up. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna bring this closer. Hell yeah. All right, so there's the pod studio. Let's go to studio, boom. So this is the annoying part for sure, is these pivot points. Boom. Okay. There's one. We're gonna dupe that, and we're gonna slide, up. Let's do one for right now. Dude. Then we're using this one. Why is that off? God damn it. Boom. There we go. I did need to leave it on the 0.5. Boom. The duplicate and snap is working again perfectly, which I'm very thankful for. Makes it so much easier to do this. My thought is, can we do this? Dupe. The rotation might be weird. That should be good though, right? Hell yeah. A little bit of a gap, but basically what we wanted. So now we're gonna just do that again. Duplicate, drag it over, rotate it. One rotation. Get it placed. I thought I made a TV, but maybe I didn't. Guess not. That's all right. All right. Well, I got the podcast studio set up now. So that's beautiful. We're gonna take all of this and slide it back. Do we want it just to be like that? Yeah, maybe just right there is perfect. Where did the bong go? Pull that up. Control R. There we go. Beautiful so far. What time is it? 11:30. We're gonna pause here for a second. I'm gonna pull up ChatGPT, get our word generator here, and go ahead and do !word in the chat, or ! form in the chat for y'all. Get that form for y'all. Proof of attendance. If you attend 10 or more streams this month, you're gonna unlock access to Krafterverse Plus next month. So definitely want to be doing that. We'll spill more beans about Krafterverse Plus in the coming days. Hodl hoopla is the secret word. Secret word, hodl hoopla. I'll pull it up on screen. You need that secret word to verify that you were here live, tuned in. Secret word is nice. Hodl. I thought the same thing. Hodl hoopla. Enjoy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and Control S here. Get a save on. I have not been drinking my drink like I should be. My protein shake. All right, well, we got that set up. That was step numero uno that we needed to get set up. And then we got our destinations for
our boy.
question that I don't know the for sure answer to, and maybe somebody in chat will. Could I set up a basically like a conversation that triggers a teleport to different locations? Yeah, I can do that. Can you do that in multiplayer? I think so. Maybe we'll do that. Instead of doing what I was thinking we would do, what if we do Wish listed. Yeah. What if we did something like this? I'm gone in two step. I'm gone in two step. I'm gone in two step.
Walk it like I talk it. 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 Talk it. Walk it like I 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 talk it. Take my shoes and walk a mile, something that you can't do. Big talks of the town, big boy gang moves. I like to walk around with my chain loose. She just bought a new ass, but got the same booze. Whipping up dope signs. That's my sauce where you find it. Adding up chicks, don't mind it.
Something like that.
Get your stick and diamonds. I bought a plain Jane roller. These niggas bought they fame. I think my back got scoliosis cause I swerved the lane. Heard you signed your life for that brand new chain. I heard think it came with stripes, but you ain't straight with the game. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like
Teleporter.
walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like
Now we'll get our presets.
like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. I gotta stay in my zone. Say that we've been beefing, dog, and you on your own. First night, she gon' let me fuck cause we grown. I hit her, gave her back to the city, she home. That was
Right.
so I can't be beefing with no bag.
There.
No bad bone. Heard you living in a mansion and all your raps though. But your shit look like the trap on his Google Maps though. We been brothers since Versace Bando. Whoa. Name ringing like Amigo trap phone. Whoa. Used to be with Vashti and Santos. That's on Tommy Campos. We live like Sopranos. And I walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it
Think we need to.
walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it
Perfect. Yeah, it says you got a napkin bib on. No, are you seeing my mic? You like my mint shirt though? Does the mic look kind of like a napkin? That's funny. Okay, so we're gonna go there. We're going to rotate 360. But what up, Yare? I definitely can see what you were seeing. I think this is what we're gonna do. I like this idea better.
Call 1-800-YOURE-A-STAIN now. Side effects may include headaches, dry mouth, broken
That's what
families,
we
eating from
want.
friends, making your mother cry, hating yourself, getting touched in prison, and much more. Results subject to change depending on how junked you are.
That's what we want.
Don't be a snitch.
Don't be a snitch. That's what we want. And that's what we want. So we'll set up this little station to basically be our teleporter, and then you can just teleport around the map to the different locations. We should probably put one more down here, huh? I don't know what we're gonna do down here though, so we're just gonna leave it for right now. For right now, that's just there just to have a fun little water scene. All right, let's load in and just see what this feels like. One thing I want to do, whatever. So yeah, this will feel like a teleporter, I think. We could even, oh, damn it. We could even put some people in it at different locations. People about to teleport, basically. That's what that would show. Woo. Yoink. Hey, what up, Ian? Welcome in, homie. How you doing? Pop Plucker. What up, what up? Tosh saying it's so cool to see how the progress is coming along. Hell yeah. It's how it goes. This is how I build. I just start putting stuff out there, and then as the inspiration comes, we kind of pivot and figure out exactly how the world should be. Tosh says it's changed so much just from yesterday. Heck yeah. It just grows and grows. Ian says, been hard work laboring today and yesterday. Can't wait to get back to my PC, LOL. I bet you that'll be nice to get a little break from some hard labor. Lots of familiar faces in the house. What up, everyone? Great to see y'all here. Hopefully you guys are excited for next week. Starting next week, I'm going to be streaming. I'm streaming Monday through Thursday this week, but next week, Monday through Friday, we're going to be streaming, playing Builders Challenge games. We're going to start a little sneak peek into what we're going to do. We're going to start off each stream inside of here, my social hub. We're going to start off in, and we'll do a little competition at the beginning. So make sure you tune in live on time if you want to compete in that competition. And after that competition, we will go and check out a featured game of the stream. So we're going to have a featured game of the stream Monday through Friday. And then after the featured game, we will also most likely have a little bit of time for a viewer game from here, and for some time to do a viewer game and check out one viewer game each stream. Or we might end up doing those on Wednesday. I haven't completely decided. But either way, we might do those on Wednesday. We might do all the viewer games on Wednesday, but I'll reveal more about how that works as we iron out everything. But essentially, that's what you can look forward to. So we'll be playing a bunch of games on stream together. I'm going to be highlighting some of the best in the sandbox. So make sure you tune in and get ready to participate in all the events that are going on. Earn some rewards just for playing some games inside of the sandbox and supporting some of your fellow creators. So gonna be a good one. Make sure you tune in. That's gonna be Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Secret word for today, Ian, is hodl hoopla. Hodl hoopla. A fun one today. Secret word is up on the screen for you. And then the vision for this social hub specifically is to just have some portals set up, and those portals are going to point to different games that I think are dope. If I ever end up building a game, obviously we'll put a game in here from me as well, but we're going to be highlighting a bunch of different games. Going to get a bunch of different portals. We'll probably get maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll probably get 10 or so portals on here pointing to different games. And then obviously, as you can see, this is where we'll host the podcast episodes from, at least to start from. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. A reminder, if you're just tuning in now, you can catch the replay over on YouTube after this is all done, or over on Twitter. Replays are available in both locations. And catch that replay. Maybe you can watch them on Twitch too. I don't really know if you can watch them on Twitch. Forget how that all works. But make sure you catch the replay of what we talked about earlier on stream. I'm also going to try and chop those up into some shorter video clips, but going over security in web3 and some best practices that I recommend. Essentially, the high level overview of that is that you should get yourself a Ledger hardware wallet or some sort of hardware wallet. I recommend Ledger. So get yourself a hardware wallet, set that up. Use Wallet Guard, which is a extension that you can get for your browser. Wallet Guard tells you if you're potentially signing something with your wallet that could be malicious and a wallet drainer. And revoke.cash, both as a way to just keep your wallet maintained and clean and not have a bunch of outstanding transactions that could potentially drain your wallet, but also use revoke.cash in case you do sign a transaction that you realize you shouldn't have. You can go to revoke.cash and revoke that so that you no longer are giving them permission to do whatever you signed originally. So that's kind of your one, two, three punch of Web3 security. But highly recommend all three of those be utilized by everyone in the Web3 gaming space. All right, y'all. That's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna wrap things up and get moving on to the next project of the day that I got. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh.
Started out with Google Drop.
Thanks for the reminder. Well, yeah, thanks for the reminder, Luigi. I didn't even bring this up, but reminder over on Discord. Oop. I don't know what's going on with Discord, but over on Discord we have, here we go. Dr. Luigi, I set up a bot chat channel now, so you have to talk to the bot in the bot chat channel. But for those of you that want to participate and climb the leaderboard, get some Krafter coins stacking, who knows what you'll be able to use that for in the future. Wearables and avatars for sure. Make sure you get in our Discord, !Discord in the chat if you need it. And then you can see some of the information. Krafter bot has all the information on how the Krafter bot works. But essentially, if you show up daily, !GM, you're going to claim some daily Krafter. You can also go on quests throughout the day and return and end those quests to earn extra Krafter. You can gamble if you're a degen and want to put your Krafter on the line and see what you can cook up. There's all kinds of different ways for you to be earning Krafter. And of course, if you tune in live, like you guys all have, and fill out the proof of attendance form, !form in the chat. If you haven't done that already, fill out that form, and that will also qualify you for 69 Krafter bucks that'll get airdropped to you at the end of the episode. I'll take care of that at the end of the stream. So make sure you get that form filled out. I'll be sending that out here in just a second. !form if you haven't got it yet. And the secret word I'll pull up on screen to end it out is HODL Hoopla. If you haven't already, make sure you fill that out. Thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out and vibing and exploring the metaverse with me. I will catch you guys all on a future stream. If not before then, I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, 10 a.m. Central Time. We'll be streaming, exploring the metaverse. Thank you guys so much. Bye.